Hello, friends. Today we would be talking about assassination attack on Donald Trump on 13th July 24. Purpose of doing such videos is to reaffirm the efficacies of unfailing principles or teachings of Patel Sahib, and these rules repeatedly revised for remembering in future applications. Today, we would focus on transit of planet. Repeat, transit of planets on Navamsh Tulya Rashi of lords of various houses, which are to be observed from Navamsha chart only. Patel Sahib has categorically stated that one who uses this such techniques frequently would be able to issue successful prediction. We underline these things. It is been categorically stated by Patel Sahib in his works Navamsha in Astrology. Now, before we move further, we would see the strengths of Lagna Lord of Donald Trump and that of attacker at in the birth chart of Donald Trump. Attacker would also be seen from sixth house from Mars, significator of enemy. This would be seen, and these would be seen at the time of attack. So, I'll share the screen. I'll share the screen. We are now sharing this screen, the details of Donald Trump birth chart as well as on the day of attack. We'll see the at birth, the position at birth, yogas built in the birth chart for Lagna Lord Sun. Lagna Lord is Sun. Lagna Lord is Sun. Sun is placed in the 10th house and in the Navamsha chart. And in the Navamsha chart, it is placed in the Virgo Rashi, which happens to be second house of the horoscope. So they are placed 5-9 to each other. They are placed 5-9 to each other. This is the Sun is placed in the second house of the horoscope, which is the Rashi Tulya Navam of the Rashi Tulya Navam. Second house is family. So Dhanamsha, Dhan is Dhanamsha. So they are in trying to each other. The Rahu placement in 10th house makes a good planner. A good planner means if in the game of chess, person having Rahu in 10th house, he knows what would be the next move of, he already knows what would be the next move of my partner. And so he is mentally prepared to make his move accordingly, knowing what could be the next move of the partner or the opponent. So Rahu here in 10th house makes very, very intelligent guy, and rather I would say crooked guy. So Trump is like that. Now we'll see the attacker. Attacker is seen from the 6th house, the enemy. The enemy is seen from the 6th house as well as 6th house from Mars. In both the cases here, it is Saturn. It is Saturn, our unknown enemy. The Saturn acquires Cancer Rashi, which is Vyayamsha of the horoscope. The 12th house, Rashi Tulya Navamsha is Vyayamsha of the Rashi Tulya Navamsha of Moon. Rashi Tulya Navamsha of Moon is Pisces. It 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 attains Moon attains the Rudramsha or Nidhanamsha of the horoscope. Both are these positions both are not good for the horoscope. So making this is weak compared to Lagna Lord, it is already built in the horoscope. It is already built in the horoscope. So in the horoscope, it is already built. The attacker, whosoever in his life, would be the enemy would be subdued. He would rather Lagna being strong, he would be in a position to win over the enemies, and that has happened, and always it has already happened. So third thing observed is his horoscope is of Kal Sarp Dosha. That is Kal Sarp Dosha. But if but if ninth lord is strong and is favorably placed, ninth lord, Aries, Mars is favorably placed, the horoscope, it overcomes the difficulties of Kal Sarp Dosha. Same as in the case of our late Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he had also the ninth lord well placed, and he became the Prime Minister of India. He also became the Prime Minister of US, President of US. Now we'll see on the transit day, the on the transit day, the in this horoscope, birth horoscope, we'll see the sun, moon, and the Rahu are on the same degrees, not of the ascendant, but they happen to be in the same degree, sun, moon, and Rahu. They would be seen in the D9 chart only, or planets meeting the degrees of Lagna would be seen from the main horoscope. That are we can see even in the Navamsha chart only. So on the day of attack, we would see sun and moon, 27 degrees each. One sun and moon, 27 degrees each. We can mark here. We can take pencil. Allow. And they are in the same Navamsha. They are in the same Navamsha. So on the day of attack, sun, moon meet the degrees of natal horoscope. Transit Ketu degrees are Rahu degrees, are on the degrees of Mercury. Transit Ketu degree, and they are meeting the degrees of Rahu. The transit Jupiter degrees, they are meeting the degrees of the Lagna. They are meeting the degrees of the they are meeting the transit Jupiter degrees, they meet the degrees of the Lagna. Or one more thing, the degrees of Mars. So first we'll talk of this transit Ketu degrees on the degree of Mars degrees. We'll see Mars degrees. They meet the Mars degrees. They meet the degrees of Venus as well as Saturn. Same Namamsha, first Namamsha. So, so accordingly, see this, we would see this transit. So this is to be seen like this. Degrees on the day of assassination were transit Ketu degrees on the degrees of Mercury. So if we apply Rashi degrees, Navamsh Tul Rashi, they are Navamsh Tul Rashi. So it is the Mars first house. Mars Navamsh Tul Rashi is Taurus, and Navamsh Tul Rashi dispositor is Venus, right? Navamsh Tul Rashi dispositor is Venus. So Mars is attacking Mars when Mars is in Taurus, Mars is in Taurus, 0 degrees. They are on the degrees of Namam Stul Rashi dispositor or Narad. So it makes it offensive and directly it is in trine and it is 12th house of the horoscope where this Mars is in the Lagna and this Mars in the here is in the 10th house. So it is in the for presidential election in a speech, it made the Lagna particular day. Mars is attacked, blood, and Mars is the attacker also. So it hit exactly, see, making 12th house, making Venus. This is Venus container. Venus degrees, Venus was hit as well as Saturn 0 degree, both were hit, and this person was moved to hospital and it hit the bullet hit bull's eye that day. So this Saturn Ketu together, I have said it is making transit Ketu degrees or dot on natal Mercury, hurting Navamsha Lagna. Ketu degrees, I said, on the degrees of Ketu degrees on the degrees of Mercury, and it is hurting Lagna, making it vulnerable to Namamstul Rashi. It is the making it vulnerable to and they in trying to Sun and Rahu, the Lagna of making it hurting the Lagna Lord. This thing. Now, the transit Jupiter degrees, I have said it is again the degrees, it is meeting the degrees of Lagna. So it would aspect, Jupiter is in Taurus. Taurus is here, here, here. So the 3 places it is aspecting because it is on the, it is fully 100% this thing, and it is Lord of Earth house. It is the Lord of Earth as well as Lord 64th Navamsha also. Jupiter is 64th Navamsha Lord also. It is attacking the second house. It is in the 10th house. It is in this thing. Through Drekan, this Jupiter is significator of years, and through Drekan Rashi, we will see through Drekan Jupiter placement here in the Taurus. It represents right ear. One, you can check the table. It represents the the right ear through trachea. Ketu plus Saturn. Ketu plus Saturn. Here they are representing. Ketu is in 12. This thing representing this, and Saturn representing sixth house and eighth house are in Taurus Navamsha, in trine to Navamsha Lagna. Lagna Lord is set. Transit on the day, the transit Venus, Saturn, Ketu, and Mandi all are in Pushkar Navamsha. Whereas in the natal chart, Venus and Saturn are also in the same Navamsha, reverse, in the and the Pushkar Navamsha. But transit Venus in Pushkar Navamsha here, Venus happens to be in the debilitated Rashi, number 6, Virgo Rashi. And therefore, the attacker was successful in his attempt. So it is a unfair means of this thing when it is seen. So when Venus become debilitated, or any planet becomes debilitated and is in Pushkar Ramamsha, so he fulfills he fulfills its through unfair means. So it is unfair means, and that is why he this thing. And but he failed in his attempt, and the but missed bullseye. Transit Mars on the same degrees as of Namamsha Tulda Rashi, I have said so. Or Narad, which is transit Moon on that day was in Chitra 2. Chitra 2, making Mars to be operational planet for that day, and we would see the Mars degrees. Mars is in Taurus 0 degree, attacking the Navamsha Rashi dispositor on the same degrees, and it is her 12th. He was hospitalized. Eighth house is the envy, blackmailing, secret plans, detective work, and cunningness or scheming. Eighth lord aspecting Lagna or Lagan lord makes a man manipulator as per the traits of the representing planet. Here it is Jupiter. So Jupiter is the eighth lord as well as 64th Navamsha lord, as already said, but will save rather than harm the Lagna lord, as it happens to be a friend of Lagna lord. Patel Sahib has categorically stated, if it is a lord of friend of Lagna, it will give life, long life to the native, and it will not harm the native. Rahu transits through Pisces sign of Jupiter and aspecting natal Jupiter. The results of Jupiter are not good. Now would show the theory of moon on death's day. Moon transits. Moon transit. The trine to the eighth lord. Eighth lord, this is attacker. Eighth lord is sun. Moon is sun is placed here. Sun is placed here. The moon on the day of deaths of any person, we will see the chart. It is a so attacker is a this thing. Eighth lord from here is sun. This is eighth sun. The moon on that day would be in trine to sun, 2, 6, 10. So moon here is in sixth Rashi, the Ketu, as well as in. If it is not there, then we have to see sun occupied by eighth lord in Navamsha and trine to this. Both are same, 2, 6, 10, and moon here in Navamsha also happens to be in trine to is exactly on sun. So the attacker was dead. This Patel Saab's theory about the position of moon on the date of death. So, friends, you would have seen Uh, I would suggest there. Acha, now this transit position would be coming maybe in a year or a year. Every time it doesn't happen, then you have to synchronize with the with either with the dasha operating. We can see the dasha, or with the progression. If you want to be easiest way is to see the progression. Patel Saab theory, one Namamsha, it moves within a 1 year. So that works. We can see the dasha. We can see the dasha on that day of this thing. We will again see the chart. Share. We'll see the chart on that day. Dasha. Donald Trump. We'll see the dasha. Dasha on that day was 24. Jupiter. See, and Venus. And Venus is up to 26 again. Sorry. Venus, and then we'll again see it is Venus in July 13th. So further, if we go down on the day of we can Saturn, and we can see July. Venus is up to 15th July 24. So then after Venus, we will see on the particular day Ketu, that is prominent, visible here, and on particular Ketu, and then we can see on 15th July Mercury. All I have shown you, this is operative, but it's difficult to this thing. And if I have show you, if I show you the progression chart, beauty of progression chart would be beauty of progression chart would be on the day particular. This is the year, and the particular day will show you the position of moon. Moon happens to be moon with K2 is 6, and it is progression. It is only hypothetical. And here also on the on 78th year and 30th day, moon happens to be here. It is again happens to be Chitra second pada. This is the beauty of progression. Of course, it is hypothetical, and we see a particular date, 13 July 24, and his date of birth and time of birth. We have come to know on a particular day. It may be coincidence, but it happened to be every time you may not get, but it happens to be same nakshatra as on particular day of the attack. So this is I wanted to say. One more thing I want to say, friends. If you want to sharpen your skills in analysis and prediction, follow the teachings of Patel Saab. Buy his book. Follow. You would be amazed. In case you cannot do it yourself, then we are here to help you. Join our classes at Saptarshi. We would love to see you there. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.